All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. My name is Keiki Alexander Bailey. You know me as the Panda Photographer. And in this box are professional tier 1 professional filters for your DSLR or mirrorless cameras. Please do follow me on social media. Subscribe to my Instagram, which I am mostly active. So I wanted to wait a few minutes before I start this unboxing experience. I wanted to wait for the perfect moment to do this. So I want to say thank you to Maven Filters, Adam, and everyone at Maven Filters for sending me out this awesome, amazing, ultimate parcel, which is by far amazing. So disclaimer, I did sign a NDA. I have two products and I can't show you right now. I can't even discuss about it right now. But I will be testing it off and on, so pay attention to all of my videos for the next 30 days or so. So with that said, everyone, I do have affiliate link to the Maven Filter link down in the description below. You guys can check that out as well. But I am very fortunate to have a brand, a photography brand like Maven Filters, to reach out to me and give me an opportunity to emphasize my art, emphasize my stories, emphasize storytelling, product reviews, and assessments. So thank you, Maven Filters, for always being a friend, always supporting the channel, and always looking out for my best interests. So, with that said, as a black African American photographer, it is difficult sometimes when you have people in the city of New York trying to ask you for work, but they don't want to pay. And recently, it hasn't been all lucrative, so I'm grateful that Maven Filters is able to help me with some of my issues when it comes down to shooting photography, because I need these filters to do certain things in photography, like long exposures and everything else. So what you're about to experience here is a truly awesome experience with Maven Filters. So let me start off with one product. This is called the accessory arm. I want you guys to look at the package. I want you guys to look at the label. It looks nice. Now, this one says, for rapid deployment of the Maven accessory baseball head so separate. They do have a ball head here. And this is the ball head. This is a pretty nice ball head. I opened these packages to see how they perform, especially this one. So when I open this, the thing about this, everyone, you have to twist it to release it, and then twist it again back to your left to lock it. So when you twist it from the top, twist it, it collapses. And then you twist it, and it locks in. This has a 1/4 thread on the bottom. So this could be used for maybe setting up a light LED panel or a microphone or boomstick. It depends how you want to use this. But like I said, twist it to the right, as you can see, extend, twist it to the left, and it locks in. So I do have affiliate links to Maven Filters down in the descriptions below. So go check those. Go check the team out. Oops. Did this? Not sure what happened here. I'm not sure what happened here. Okay. But with that said, everyone, this is accessory arm from Maven Filters. It's pretty cool. So, and like I said, you got the 1/4 thread on the bottom, so you can either mount a boomstick or a shotgun microphone, or you're in studio, or you could use this as a selfie if you wanted to. But keep in mind, I'm gonna wrap this stuff back up so we don't make quite the mess. It's kind of like a beautiful day, but it's still a little bit nippy. At least the wind died down. So I am in New York, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the ball head. This is the Maven mini ball head. And you can see the box for secure and directional control of hot shoe accessories. So, take this out. And here's the ball head. It's I know you can't physically touch it, everyone, but this feels very premium. It doesn't feel like cheap, and there's no plastic. So, here's the unlock and lock. Here's a hot shoe mount. Twist this to lock in, twist this to lock off, or you can take this completely hot shoe off and use the quarter 20 thread on the bottom. See? There you go. Those are options. So with that said, please do subscribe, like, and share. Sorry, I just kicked the camera tripod. But I'm going to put this back in the box. But yeah, I'm very thankful that Maven Filter sent all this stuff out to me. Wasn't really expecting all this, to be honest with you guys. I was expecting just the very few filters that I need. But this is having a difficult time going back in the box for some reason. Alright, now, this is the Maven mini tripod. And as you can see from the box, the layout, functional. Yes, I do have something similar, but that one is Sunway Photo and that one's carbon fiber. But this is much smaller. And it comes with, we like to call it a wrench, an Allen key or Rex key. And here is the tripod. And yeah, so you can move, it's stiff and seems very premium. This is carbon fiber too. Yes, this is also carbon fiber. And if you want to lock these legs in place, all you have to do is twist. Sorry, let me just fix that. If you want to lock the legs, you're supposed to twist this, I think. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. And give me a second. Let me figure this out. I know it's simple. It's locked. I can't push it back up. So now I have to. See, that's pretty cool that you can twist this, lock the legs in position, and it won't go anywhere. That's cool. Now, if I unlock it, it's pretty stiff. Now, when it comes down to extending, that's how much extension you get. So yeah, got a nice little spread. As you can see, nice spread. Very useful. So I just wanted to show you guys all these Maven Filter products. So thank you, Maven Filters, for sending this out to me. So Funky Mania or Funky Media just said that, oh my God, I need a tripod so badly. Well, Maven Filters has this nice premium mini tripod, which is nice. You got this lock, and you twist this to lock the legs in place so the legs don't collapse. There's a lot of mini tripods out on the market that don't have that feature where you can't lock the legs in place sometimes, and then sometimes the legs will collapse regardless if there's a lock mechanism. So this keeps the legs locked in both directions, even from collapsing or regaining another height or level. It depends on what you're doing, but that's a quarter 20 thread on top here. But you can see nice and premium. So I'm gonna put this back in the box. So my affiliate link is right there in the descriptions. You guys go check that out. Now these are the filters I'm about to feature are tier 1. So if anyone has any questions in the comments, this is a live stream. I'm in the park and I'm going to take all this stuff away. But wait, I want to show you one more. And Maven Filters also has a quick release setup, which I wasn't aware of. And comes in this nice little small box. As you can see, this is a quick release kit. 38 by 32 by 20 mils. The weight is 40 grams. And as you can see, it's small. You got the quarter 20 thread on the bottom. I'm going to open this up for you guys. And I'm glad that Maven Filters is trying to help me establish my foundation as a photographer once again. Because my reputation got ruined because of social media and me coming out in public, explaining to people that I became homeless. And I really need the people's help, not the government's help. But as you can see, this is a nice quick release. So that's easy. Just slides right in. Boom. Locks in place. Press the button. Slide it out. And then when you don't press the button, you can't. Oh, that's a nice snap. It's a nice small little quick release. This is going to be useful. I am using my wireless audio, but this is a quick release for mounting, let's say, a GoPro or a smartphone to something. Depends on what you want to use it for. I know what I'm going to use it for mounting other mobile accessories, or maybe a LED light or some sort. But yeah, other than that, I got this quick case 2.0. Let me get a cut-in tool while we are doing this live stream. I do apologize for some of the delays. Let me just find a decent tool to work with. Okay, we can use this. Alright, so I'm going to just cut this open. So Maven Filters is trying to help this homeless photographer. And yeah, I'm financially facing some hard times, but I'm grateful that I got a brand like this. It's going to literally try to help me get to the top. So this is a quick release case for inserting the magnetic filters. All of these filters are magnetic. No more threading on filters because that takes too much time as a photographer, especially when you want to get the shot at that moment and you can't get the shot. You just miss the shot because you're threading on filters. So just want to show you guys that. And this is a show glow diffusion. So what this does is, if you're shooting at night and you got some neon lights, or you go to like a Dunkin' Donuts, you know how the icon lights up, or the logo lights up at night? Well, this will give sharpness. It doesn't lose sharpness, clarity. It just makes the light around the light pop, glow a little bit. If you know how to use one of these glow filters, you can use this on sunsets, you can use this on sunrises, you can use these whatever that makes certain light glow. But this is a 1/4 strength. This is for my 95 IRIX lens. It's a big thread, so keep that in mind. I also got a splash adapter. So What this is just no more extra steps, just a splash adapter. Just in case I'm shooting normally, I don't want to use filters. Let's say I'm in a shaded location. I do want to use a CPL or a linear polarizer. I can just attach this. This is like just a filter adapter. So this is called a splash adapter. This is for either my mobile or my IRIX 150 micro lens, which has a 77 thread. And this is a 10-stop ND filter. This is where I do 5 to 6 minute long exposures, and this is going to help, especially during the daytime, keep me that nice streak in the clouds, that nice blurred effect. And every photographer should have one of these in their arsenal. If you don't have one of these in your arsenal, trust me, you're not going to reproduce what I created with just a camera and a lens. You're going to need filters. Magnetic filters are easy, and Maven filters make it much easier. Now, I do have another 10 stop I'm about to show you, and they are totally different from each other, but they do exactly the same thing, but one does something even better. But 10 stops are very needed for anything that you're doing 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7-minute exposures. So I got a new magnetic 2.0 cap from Maven Filters. Again, this is going on my phone. This is going on my IRIX 150 micro lens. So yeah, this is for the 77. Just to give you a reference, this is my other Maven filter cap. As you can see, I dropped this a few times, caused some damage. I was being rough. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm being rough. But this, see how it matches? This is going to go on you guys, the phone, because I also have Maven filters using the CPL right now. So, with that said, everyone. And this is what I was just talking about, the linear polarizer. Now, if I combine this linear polarizer with a CPL, I get a neutral density filter as a 3-stop. So if you're using mirrorless or DSLR cameras, you put this linear polarizer on top of a CPL polarizer. Now you got 3 stops, but now you got a variable ND filter that is 3 stops. So keep that in mind. This is what they send me. This is for the 95, so I can have that cool effect if I want to get, if I needed it, which I am going to need it. There's another 2.0 magnetic lens cap for my IRIX 95. This one is big. I already have a blue one. I wanted the purple one and the white one, because the white one, it's me. Yeah, I wanted a white one. They made a white one, and that's I'm calling that one the Panda 2.0 cap. And then they sent me another black Maven cap, just in case, a backup, because I do have one of these for 77, which is cool. Now I have one for 95. And this here is called the extra strength magnetic adapter. Now, I already put it on my IRIX lens, but trust me, if you're using magnetic filters, you're probably going to need one of these, because based on the photographer's experience, aggression, and execution, your filters, the adapter is strong enough, but it might not be strong enough if you're trying to move from one location to another, or the fact that you might have an issue where I dropped my lenses, my Maven filters before, and it's not that it wasn't strong enough. I was being kind of clumsy, but trying to execute a scene really fast, and extra filters will protect the filter from coming off so easily. So get one of these. If you're going to buy Maven filters, you must invest in an extra strength adapter. Here is the back cap. As you can see, this is the back cap. It's gold. This is 95. This is going to be 6. So I don't actually have to use this 2.0 case. What I can do is use these two and stack my filters between these two, so I don't have to take that case, because everything is magnetic. So this could be a protector for the back. This could be a protector for the front. That's why I needed these. So I don't have to bring the 2.0 case when I don't have room in my camera bag. And it saves space. So this is a step down adapter ring from 95 to 77. Very useful. I will be using this for my iPhone and all iPhones in the future, or smartphones. And as you can see, yeah, it's a step down ring. Pretty cool. So that means I can use my bigger lenses on my smaller filtered thread mounts, like a 70, like an 82 or 86 or a 77 or a 72 or a 67 or a 62. I could go all the way down to even 40 if I wanted to, but take it with a grain of salt. Now, just a moment ago, I was talking about these very interesting ND filters with the CPL feature. Now, this is a 6-stop ND filter with CPL features, which that means you have a 6-stop, and now you can twist it to the effect that you want to get rid of any glare or any reflections that may be causing a little bit of confusion in your photographs. But as you can see, this is a pretty interesting filter. I never had one of these before. This is why I'm really dying to try one of these out. So with that said, and yes, funky, I forgot to say that. And it reduces light, yes. So all these filters are very useful. And I got another extra strength adapter for my 77 for my micro lens. And for my mobile phone. This will be going on you guys. Yes, this is going on this phone, my iPhone. So with that said, everyone, I got another splash adapter for the 95. We had one for the 77. Now we have one for 95. And we have a 3-stop ND filter that reduces light with the CPL that reduces any glare or reflections that you don't want in your photographs. So take it with a grain of salt. Thank you, Funky. Very useful, Funky. I know these are, mind you, these are not, well, I had bought or purchased some filters in the past where they were like $500. Some filters were $300. And they did work very well, but they either had some color cast or there was something wrong with sharpness, contrast levels were not okay. Yeah, and sometimes these filters had a vignetting issue. And I just made a video on YouTube showing you guys that all these filters that I'm using don't have any vignette at all. But this here is a CPL with a 3-stop, which is very interesting. I never had filters like this before. And this is what I was talking about at the very beginning. The 10-stop with the CPL, this is, to me, this is perfect for what I need to do for a 5 to 6 minute longer exposure. I don't need to, like I said, I don't need to adapt any other filters on top of this. I already got a CPL with the 10-stop. That means I don't have to combine another CPL filter on top of this. This is the CPL and the 10-stop all in one. So keep that in mind. And I got a UV splash guard for my micro or my mobile devices. This is a 77 thread. This is useful. Normally, as a photographer, everyone, I use UV splash guards to block up some kind of UV light that's causing some problems in my photos. It may bother some blue. The skyline, it may turn it a different color. It may do really weird things, but it fixes things in your image. But I also use a UV filter to protect my element of my glass. So let me importantly tell you photographers, beginner and pros, always buy a UV filter to protect the front element of your glass. Because if you break the front element of your glass, game over. The cost to repair the lens, you should just buy a new lens. So it is best to use one of these just in case all the time. Always use a UV filter or some type of splash guard or When you're buying Maven filters, you're going to need one for your cameras or cameras. This is going to protect the front element. If you drop your lens, let's say, and I mind you, I have dropped my lenses a few times on the front element, and I had UV glass protecting that element, and it saved my booty. Trust me. This is just a normal 3-stop. I need one. Or do I really need one? Because I already have a 3-stop with the CPL. And this is what I was telling you about. I got the best of both worlds. And the UV splash guard for, again, always get one for your lenses. So you protect your glass. And you don't have to keep wiping down your lenses, using your lens spray to clean off spots. But then again, you're going to be using it to clean off spots anyway with the UV splash filter. But at least you're protecting your front elements of your cameras. But I got another one, and that is it, everyone. So this has been a really cool unboxing of all of these goodies here, these filters. Now, I can tell you right now, the price tag for all of these is quite enormous. I'm very grateful because I think what's the most expensive here, it probably is this one. This is probably the most expensive. I don't know, I'm going to estimate like $250. Maybe $220 for this filter, because mind you, this is a large 95 thread. Keep that in mind. And it's a 10-stop and a CPL. And I just want to show you that magnetic 10 ND CPL adapter, right? Hybrid, efficient, world-class color neutral. Mind you, the color neutral density is so good with these filters. Corrosion resistant, using 6063 aluminum. They do have T7070 aluminum too. 16 MRR and anti-reflection coating. That helps with, long endurance, protection of the filter. Even when it rains, the rain is not going to wipe the coating away. And mind you, the technology on these lenses are superb. So Michael the Raven is a fellow photographer, but he also runs the Red Light organization, or is part of the Red Light organization, where he's right now helping people in Hawaii go through some devastation. If you guys haven't been watching the news, there's been lots of flooding, rain, considerable lots of rain in people's homes, and yeah. So Michael is one of those gentlemen that when I first met him, I met him through his videos. He does lots of, photography tutorials. And he is a neutral guy that wants photographers to have something that we always crave for. And that is good, natural density filters. Because like he would tell you, he had brought filters before, and some filters have very bad color reproduction. They give off a yellow hue, sometimes green, sometimes magenta. It can vary. Some use sharpness and clarity. But I just want to share my unboxing experience. I will be using all these filters. I wanted to say thank you to Maven Filters for sending this out to me. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been watching. The link to Maven Filters, my affiliate link, is right there in the description below. If you do want to purchase, use my affiliate link. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care of yourselves. Happy shooting.